Investors, if you don't know what the 10 bagger window is, if you don't know what the 10 bagger window is, you are missing out on massive profits. And you're probably going to be losing most of your money, especially if you're investing in penny stocks or other emerging growth type stocks. Now, look, I literally wrote the book on finding 10 bagger stocks. In case you don't know, what 10 bagger is, a stock that goes up 1,000% or more. Now, what is the 10 bagger window? And I discuss this again in the book, 10 bagger blueprint. But the 10 bagger window, it's a moment in time. It's usually about 6 to 12 months, 6 to 9 months usually, where a stock has the potential to increase 10x, literally 1,000%. Now, prove it to yourself. Look at any stock chart going back over years, any of the stocks, I don't care, from NASDAQ, New York Stock Exchange, whatever it is, right? You will notice something fascinating. And, it took me 25 years to discover this. I'm a little bit slow. But the big moves in these stocks are made usually within the period of about 6 to 9, maybe 12 months, sometimes 18 months. Why is that? Well, that's because the companies enter a moment of explosive, exponential growth, or that is a moment when they hit major milestones, catalysts, etc., and the stock just explodes. Now, it doesn't last forever. It usually lasts about 6 months, 9 months, sometimes 12 months, okay? And what you want to do is you want to own the stocks when they're in that 10-bagger window. Now, if you're following Wall Street Reporter, wallstreetreporter.com, which is my company that, we interview CEOs of these stocks, you'll notice something fascinating. Why is it that we have Wall Street Reporter has an unparalleled track record for introducing investors to stocks that go 10x to 100x? Like in the last 2 years, we've had 12 stocks that went up between 1,000 and 5,000%. That's right, 10x to 50x. Over the years, we've had 100 baggers. We've had countless other 10 baggers, more than anybody else on the planet. That's why they call him the $1 trillion man. Over $1 trillion in wealth created for investors over the last 25 years. Now, why is it? It's because we get involved in these stocks right when they're entering that 10-bagger window, right when they're going into that period of exponential growth where all the value is created. And what you want to do, my friends, is you want to get into these stocks, extract all the value. It's like you're squeezing the juice out of an orange. And then once all the juice is squeezed out, maybe you leave a little bit and you throw it to the next guy. Okay, that's the average investor. You know what? The average investor, they buy stocks after they've already had major runs. You, my friends, if you want to be smart, if you read the book, 10-Bagger Blueprint, if you follow Wall Street Reporter, then you will be getting into these stocks early, and you'll be getting out after they've already had the majority of the runs, after all the value has been extracted. You want to be getting out of these stocks. So again, in the book, 10-Bagger Blueprint, you're going to learn when is the time to get in, what is the signal to get in, what is the signal to get out. By the way, one thing you want to watch for is you want to watch for news flow. That's one thing I talk about, the cadence of the news flow, the quality of that news flow. There's a lot of nuances to this. Why is it important? You got to get the book, 10-Bagger Blueprint. And also, again, check out the site, wallstreetreporter.com, for to learn about the latest companies we are working with, because here's one thing you got to understand. There's a lot of investors watching the stocks that we're featuring. You know why? Because they know the track record, they know the 10-bagger track record, and when one of these stocks starts running, everybody piles in because they don't want to miss out. They don't want to FOMO. They don't want to miss out on what could be, again, that next 10-bagger. That stock that went up 5,000%, that happened in less than 6 months, about 5 months. That's what we're looking for. Now, primarily, I'm looking for the 10 baggers. I'm not saying I'm looking for the 100x stocks. 10 baggers is good enough for me, right? If I can make 10 times my money in 6 months, I'm sure that's good enough for you too. Anyway, check out the book, 10-Bagger Blueprint, and go to wallstreetreporter.com to learn about the latest stocks that we're featuring right now, where you can get in on the ground floor for that 10-bagger. All right, here's to your 100x, my friends.